Topic number 3.11.3, Functions with parameters and argument. The goal of this lesson is to understand what parameters and arguments are and why we are using the parameters in a function. And we will learn about how to write function with one or more parameters, call function with the different types of arguments, use parameter to control output, length, symbol, and repetitions. Write mathematical function using parameters. Number one is, what is a parameter? A parameter is a variable written inside a function definition. Written inside a function definition. Example, def greet name. This is the parameter that is based on this parameter. Mean whatever you will pass the name, that will use that name inside the body of the function. Now, name is a parameter. What is an argument? An argument is the actual value you pass to the function. What is an argument? Argument is the actual value you pass to the function, that is called argument. For example, greet Ali. Okay, Ali is an argument. The value that is passing to the function, that will become an argument. Example, now you are passing argument Ali and Hamid because you are calling here. What you are saying here, you are calling a function. Okay, you are calling a function with Ali argument. Okay, this Ali will receive when they will call with this name, and it will display print hello Ali. When you will call this method again, then the value of Hamid as an argument is received by parameter name. Okay, and then they will display this. You have written a function. Def is used to define a function. Greet is a function name, and name is a argument, means parameter, and print hello name. And when you will run this output, I'm going to run this output, and they are showing me hello Ali and hello Hamid. Okay, if you will say greet only, you will write greet only. Okay, when you will write only greet, okay, it will give me error. Okay, I'm going to run this one. It will give me error. They're telling that greet is not a defined function. You did not define greet function. Okay, that will take 0 parameters. But they're telling there is another greet function is there that need 1 parameter. That's why they are showing me greet is missing 1 parameters, missing 1 required positional argument name. They're telling they're expected you should give a name. Okay, I'm giving a name. I'm writing any name. I'm writing Ahmed. When I will run this program, okay, it shows me hello Ali, then hello Ahmed, because second Hamid. Second output Hamid, they are showing Hamid, and third is I'm calling the function with argument Ahmed, and they are showing Ahmed. Okay. Next is example parameters to control output. You can also control the output. For example, define is used to define a function. Line is the function name, and n is the parameter. Okay, that is based on this value. Suppose you are passing 10 as an argument, and this 10 will received by n, and now they will print this time how many stars? 10 stars. Okay, when you are calling next time this function, now you are passing value to n30. Now this time they will print 30 stars, 30 dash. And when you will call it third time, it will display how many dashes? 50 dashes they will display. Okay, because you are passing 50 argument, passing actual value 50, that will become the argument, and it will received by n. N is the parameter. Okay, Define is used to define a function. Function name is line, n is the parameter, and then it's used to print number of dashes, number of symbol according to the parameter value. First you are passing line 10, mean it will print 10 dashes, and then you are passing 30, and now they are used to print 30 dashes. Okay, I'm going to run the program, and you will see that here how many stars are there, how many dashes are there, 30, and here 30 stars, mean first in dash 10 dashes, here 10 dashes, in second line 30 dashes, in last line, that is the third line, how many dashes are there, 50 dashes are there. Okay, 50 dashes. Okay, if you want to print another line, yes, you can print it. Suppose I am printing this line dash of how many dashes, I am printing 2 dashes only. Okay, when I'm going to run the program, and you will see that these are how many dashes are printed. There are 2 dashes are printed. If you want to write suppose 4, mean 4, and run the program, and you will see that there are 4 dashes are printed. Same way, whatever the number you will pass as in a value, that will become the argument. Okay, and this argument is received by parameter n. Example, symbol and length as parameter. As you can see that you can pass a symbol. Here you are how many parameter you are passing? You are passing 2 parameters. This function contains 2 parameters. First symbol they will received by the first parameter, that is symbol, and second parameter that is 10 is received by second parameter, that is n. Okay, it means what happened, this symbol next time when you will call, this symbol will receive number sign, and then 5 is received by n. Okay, again next when you are calling plus, then symbol is received by plus and 20 is received by n. Okay, mean first argument is catched by first parameter, second argument is catched by second argument. Okay, this is the way. Now I'm going to run this program. When I will run this program, you can see that first they are displaying the asterisk because I have passed symbol as in asterisk, and this asterisk is received by this symbol, and next n value of n will become 10. Okay, as you can see that I'm passing this one. They are telling that first symbol is asterisk is received by symbol. Okay, and 10 value of 10 is received by n. Okay, if you are calling another pattern, I'm calling this function mean patterns. Okay, now this time I'm passing minus and value of n is 5. Okay, I'm calling only this. When I will run the program, okay, they are showing me symbol minus how many times? 5 times. Okay, next one is simple math functions. Define as you know that this is used for to define a function, any function. Square is the name of the function, and x is the parameter. Okay, that value you will pass, it will become the square of this one, square. And you can see that x multiplied by x mean if you are passing 4, mean 4 multiplied by 4, it will display 16. Square 9 means 9 multiplied by 9, it will give you 81. Okay, now this is a simple function where you are calling or computing a mathematical expression. Like you can see that in the next program, that is program number 4. And in program number 4, when I'm going to run the program, you can see that square equal to 16, square equal to 81. If you will call another time square, for example, you are calling with the loop also. For example, you are writing for x in range. In range, how many times you are supposed to run? You are using 5 times. Okay, and you are calling to square of x. Okay, you're writing square of x. Mean value of x first will become 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. But I want to start from 2. 2 to 7. 2 to 7. It means it will first display 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will pass as an argument 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. When you will run the program, you can see that square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25, and square of 6 is 36. Okay. Function with 2 parameters. You can also pass 2 parameters. Okay. This is the first parameter. This is the second parameters. This is the first value, argument value. This is the second argument value. 5 is received by A and second value is received by second parameter. First value is received by first parameter and second value is received by the second parameters. Okay, and after this, sum equal to A plus B. Whatever the value you have written for A and B, it will be added and then it will display. Okay, I will show you the program. This is program number 5. Okay. Define add A. The first parameter will receive value from the first place of the value. Then second place value is received by the second parameters. Okay. Here I am using PyCharm editor. They are showing A will receive 5 and B will get 3. When you will run the program, sum equal to 8, sum equal to 30. Okay, you are calling another time add with the different values 10, 10. Okay, when you will call 10, 10, then 10 is received by A and another 10 is received by B. They will going to be add both and then answer will display here sum equal to 20. Next is summary. Parameters are variables in the function definition. As you have seen that we can pass an actual value that is called an argument, and this argument is received by one parameters or two parameters according to the definition of the definition of the function. Arguments are value passed when calling the function. Functions can take one or more parameters. Parameters help control loops, pattern, and calculations. You can reuse the same function with different arguments. Yes. Multiple choice question number 1. A parameter is the output of a function, a variable inside function definition, a loop, a print statement. The correct answer is a variable inside the function definition. Question number 2. An argument is the name of the function. No, the variable inside the main program. The actual value passed to the function. The correct option is the actual value passed to a function is called an argument, which defines a function with one parameters. Define function. This is function definition is correct, but 0 parameters. Define function f of x. This is used to define a function with one parameter. F equal to 10. No, define of fx is not. Question number 4. Calling line 20 means send 20 as parameter, define a function, create a list, none. This means send 20 as a parameter. Question number 5. Which is a valid call of two parameter function? Add 4 is not valid. Add 4, 5 is a valid. Okay. Here is 0 parameter and here is 3 parameters. Okay. But our requirement is 2 parameter. Question number 6. What will pattern asterisk, 5 will print? Okay. They will print asterisk and how many times? 5 times. Okay. The answer is they will print asterisk 5 times. Question number 7. Function parameter help us increase errors, control the output, remove loops, slow down the program. It will use to control the output. Task number 1. Write a functions table n that prints the multiplication table of number n. Okay, we'll run the next program. Next program is A6, and in this, what I have written when I will run the program, it shows me 5 multiplied by 1 equal to 5, 5 multiplied by 2 equal to 10, 5 multiplied by 3 equal to 15, so on 50. Because you are passing table 5. If you are going to run table of 8, okay, when you will run the program, then this will display table of 5 and then table of 8. 8 ones are 8, so on 10. Or they are showing the value that you are passing here, because the value that you are passing here, which value you are passing here? 5. If you are passing 5, 5 is received by n. Okay, and then next time 8 is received by n. Okay, then it will start the value from 1 to, this is 1 to 10, and then they will print n means if you are passing 5, it will print 5, then it will display this symbol, then value of I is 1, and then it will show the multiplication of 5 and 1, that is 5. Okay, in this way they can display the table of any n numbers using the function. Okay, after this, for example, once it will finish, you can print maybe a line symbol, a simple line. Okay, when you will run the program, it will shows as a separator. This first table, this is second table. Okay, and this maybe you can print inside the functions. Control X, you are printing here. Okay, you are giving a space and printing here. Now you are calling another time functions, means this is table 8, table of 10. When you will run this, you can see that first they are printing table of 5, then table of 8, then table of 10. Okay, it will continue until you are calling the number. Which number you are calling, they will print the table of that number. Next is write a function repeat text n times, that print the text n times. Okay, then we will write a program that will write a function in such a way that will repeat a text n times. You have written to repeat is the name of the function, welcome is the text, and how many times you want to repeat, suppose 3. Okay, welcome is received by this text and n is received by 3. Okay, when you will run the program, you can see that welcome 3. If you want to print this is 10 times, just you can pass 10 as an argument, and then you can see that it used to print welcome 10 times. Okay, this welcome is received by first parameter, that is text, and second parameter, as you can see that here they are showing also. Okay, they are showing who will receive the value. Okay, because I'm using PyCharm editor, they are helping me. Okay, which parameter is received by which argument. Okay, welcome is received by text and 10 is received by n. Next, last programming task is write a function banner symbol length that prints a border line using any symbol and any length. You can see that in this program we can write a function that will get a symbol and value of n. Okay, when you will run this, they are getting a symbol and the value of that symbol need to be printed. Suppose you are calling banner. Okay, symbol minus, length is 40. When you will run this, they have written 40 times. You can see that the output is 40 times. Okay, in this way you are calling again banner. This time you are calling suppose equal sign. How many times? 5 times only. Length is 5. only 5. When you will run the program, okay, they are printing only 5 equal sign. Okay, 5 is received by length, and as they are showing as a hint here, equal is received by symbol. Okay, and I hope you understand this. If you have any question, please you can write me in the comment. Okay, as I told you, this one is received by first parameter and second value is received by second parameter. Okay, so still if you have any doubt you can ask me in comment.